What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, last Saturday, uh, there was a UFC fight night over in London, and Sean Brady got the submission finish over Leon Edwards via guillotine choke. And to be honest with you, he made it look easy. I mean, it was like he completely dominated the fight once he got Leon down to the ground. And also on the feet, he landed some good shots as well. You know, his striking is ever improving, and man, he looked great last Saturday. And I'm not surprised by the result. But what did surprise me is how easy, and I mean easy, he dominated um, Leon Edwards. You know, and I like Sean Brady's style, man. Black belt in BJJ. I mean, built like a freaking Ninja Turtle. His back is massive, and what I like about him is like when he gets guys down to the ground, he doesn't force anything or rush to submit a guy. He slowly work works them over. He's kind of like just cooking his opponents once he get him down to the ground. He's methodical. There's no wasted motion, no big explosiveness. Everything is just methodical, and eventually he's gonna look for a submission finish. You know, but yeah, Leon Edwards, I thought, I thought it would have been a lot more competitive. I thought he would have been able to stuff a few takedowns of Sean Brady, keep the fight standing, and really make Brady work for the takedowns. But that didn't happen, man. And Sean Brady, ever since he lost to Bilal Muhammad, he had got in touch with a mental coach, and now, I mean, he looks like a real contender in the welterweight division. And it'll be interesting to see who he fights next because obviously, Bilal Muhammad is fighting Jack Della Maddaleni. We'll see how that plays out. There's Shafkat Rachmanov. He's waiting in the wings. There's Ian Gary. You know, who else is up there? I can't think of anybody else. Anybody else at the moment. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see who he gets next. But nevertheless, I'm excited to see who he'll be fighting next. And Sean Brady, man, I mean, the guy just keeps getting better and better. I remember when he made his UFC debut against what's that cat? That Australian cat. Jake Matthews. He fought Jake Matthews, and Paul Felder was always speak highly of Sean Brady. You talk about his jiu-jitsu, how solid his jiu-jitsu is, and when he gets on top of guys, it's like a freaking brick wall on top of you. I mean, that's no surprise. I mean, look at the dude. The dude's built like a fucking tank, you know. And yeah, I believe he did submit Jake Matthews via guillotine late in that fight, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what's on there rising for Sean Brady, you know. But yeah, Leon Edwards, I don't know what's next for him. Uh, I can't think of anything. Any opponent like he could potentially face next, or what he decides to do from here, man. But nevertheless, man, outstanding performance by Sean Brady. Also, in the co-main event, Carlos Alberg got the decision victory against Jan Wahovic. Solid win from Carlos Alberg. Decision victory. Um, you know, next for Alberg, I believe this is his eighth straight win. Um, so next, I could see him probably find the winner of Khalil Roundtree and Jamal Hill. That'll be a fantastic fight. Either one of those guys. That'd be a fun matchup for Carlos Alberg. But yeah, man, got the decision victory against a tough former champion in Jan Vovic, Yahovic. And for Jan, it's back at the queue, man. It's gonna be tough for him to work his way back into title contention. I believe he's coming off shoulder surgery. But yeah. Oh, also there's Yuri Prochazka waiting in the wing. But I believe Yuri's probably just gonna wait to see how the rematch between Alex Pereira and Ankalaev play out from there. But we'll see what happens. And also Kevin Holland getting a much needed decision victory against Gardner Nelson. Gardner Nelson returning after being away for like 2 years. Much needed win. Fun fight. Very back and forth. Highly competitive fight. Kevin Holland getting the job done via decision. And I think we should stay at 170 because obviously the knock on him when he goes up to 185, the guys are much bigger and they just tend to just take him down and beat him up, you know. But at 170, he's phenomenal. Yeah. And Molly McCann retired after she got submitted via rear naked choke. Respect to Molly McCann. You know, I believe, especially in this sport, it's, in my opinion, it's important to realize, you know, it's time to hang it up. It's time to move on to something else, and especially in the sport of MMA, man. So hats off to Molly McCann. I wish her nothing but the best in whatever she decides to do next. And yeah, but overall, the main card wasn't too bad. It was decent. But I was really intrigued to see how this main event played out. And as you can tell, as you can see, Sean Brady, man, passed the test with flying colors. You know what? Let's just rewatch it.
Right now, Leon Edwards is
Yeah,
hated to fight.
once he got his right arm around his neck and just tucked it in his tucked it on under his hip, it was a wrap. It was like the beginning of the end.
Right now, Leon Edwards is hated to fight.
And his back is so freaking massive, dude. Jesus Christ. Damn. Yeah, it's like how do you defend this? Like at this point here, what it's like I can't think of way to defend this right here. This once he got his hand wrapped around your neck and he got his that hand is tucked under, he's gonna connect his other hand and it's just
On that neck.
See how he hides it under his hip? That's how he starts it. Now if Leon turns into him, he's just gonna finish it.
yeah.
He's got it.
That's a wrap, man.
He's got it. That's it. It's over. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure there. Now he's got the other hand.
Yeah.
This will be done. There it is. Wow. Brady.
Yep. Big win for Sean Brady, man. Big win. Yeah, he's a real deal. Anyways, moving on. I got something else that I want to talk about. Cain Velasquez got 5 years for the 2022 shooting. Obviously, we know, the events that led to this, high speed chase, him firing shots at the vehicle. If you're not aware of the situation, MMA Junkie had the article posted, and if you know, it's just a sickening ordeal for any family to go through, man. It's a terrible scenario overall, and Like who wouldn't responded the way King Velasquez did in that moment. You know, like it's just overall a terrible, terrible ordeal for anybody, any family to go through. I mean, it's just sickening. I mean, there's some messed up people out here, man. You know, and I believe the prosecutors were seeking like 30 years. Yeah, yeah, asked the judge for 30 years to life. Like, but I was sentenced 5 years in prison with 1,283 days credit for the time served. The judge was choked up and had tears in his eyes. He said keeping the son from his father was the worst punishment, and he gave Cain the lightest possible sentence, which which was that's good, you know. And also Cain, he's what did he say? Hold on. Nah, what he said. Oh yeah, yeah. He said, what I did was not correct, and I understand that. I paid, and I'll pay whatever else as far as what I have to do to pay all that back. But ultimately, basically, he took responsibility for his actions, which hats off to him, man. You know, hats off to him for owning up to his mistakes. And again, like in my opinion, Cain Velasquez is a phenomenal human being, a great father, and I believe this tragedy. You just gotta put it all behind you and just continue to move forward and just become a better version of yourself and learn from your mistakes. But like I said, I wouldn't wish this upon anybody, man. This whole uh, scenario is just tragic, tragedy. But yeah, hats off to King Velasquez, man, and all the best with him and his family. And it's like I keep saying, it's just a messed up thing to experience and go through. But at the overall, I believe Kane is going to become an even greater father from this um, terrible experience. You'll learn, you become a even better human being. And yeah, you just gotta keep him in prayers, and I wish him all the best. All right. With that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, you guys be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.